Okay, this is October 17th, 2024. This is a meeting of Coffee County, Tennessee's Rural Roads and Bridges Committee. Meeting time is 4:30. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion regarding the agenda? I would like to say that there is a 6D, address road name changes. There was an individual that wanted their road name, which is essentially their driveway. They wanted their name of that changed. And I got an email today saying they could not be here because they're working, but I still think it's worthy of discussion on the process of how that happens. So I'm glad everybody's here so everybody knows how that works. Other than that, I would like to add, if you guys would approve this as amended, if you guys that made the motion in a second, that we add a F and talk about countywide speed limit.
I agree as amended.
Do you have a problem with that?
No,
Okay.
sir.
No.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion regarding the agenda? All those in favor by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it, the agenda is approved. Now, the minutes from the previous meeting, if everybody's reviewed those, if you are not comfortable voting for minutes of a meeting that you did not attend, nobody has to, but I know that myself and Missy are the only two that was actually at that last meeting that are here today. So you guys just do whatever's comfortable, but motion to approve the minutes, please.
I'll make a motion to approve since I
Okay.
was here.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Okay, any discussion regarding those minutes from the last meeting?
Are you comfortable with the minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All those in favor of the approval of the minutes from our prior meeting by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
I'll abstain.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Hodges abstains. The minutes have been approved. Just an explanation here. I'm officially no longer a member of this committee, but I was the chairman of the committee, so I'm presiding over getting this started and getting some officers installed, okay? So our next number 4, there's nobody in the room but us, so I'm assuming there's no public comment. Unfinished business is none. So new business, I would like to open the floor for a nomination for chairman.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Terry Hirschman for chairman.
Is that a question mark?
No,
at the end?
no, it is not.
I'll second it.
Okay. Anybody else want to nominate another
Anybody
name?
else want to be chairman?
How many you chair now?
Okay, the nomination of Commissioner Terry Hirschman by Commissioner Laura Nettles, seconded by Commissioner Tim Morris. All those in favor of making Commissioner Hirschman chairman signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Same.
Terry Hirschman abstained. So Chairman Hirschman, I'll let you take over with 6B.
You know what they always said about that abstaining from a vote, right? That's a no vote.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's go, do we have any, I see that we don't have any new unfinished business. Is that correct? Okay. So let's get into new business. Number 6A, we did that one. We need to elect a vice chair, and that'll be number 6B. So I have any motions for vice chair?
I nominate Missy D. Ford.
I second that.
Missy, you okay with that?
Sure, I'm fine.
We have a motion made. Yes, she does. All in I guess, anybody else anybody else want to run? Nobody? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Abstain.
Motion approved. Now we need a, appointment for secretary, which is 6C.
I nominate Laura Nettles.
I'll second that.
Lauren has been nominated for secretary. Payback. And seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
I abstain.
Before she changes.
Everybody voted aye except for Laura. She abstained. Now we're down to number
I guess I need to
6D.
take a note. Yeah, I do.
This is the address, road name change, is that correct, Mayor?
The driveway.
The drive?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So,
I just want to be sure everybody understands the process. And I think it starts with us every time, the Rural Roads and Commission, the Rural Roads and Bridges Committee. There was, as everyone knows, private driveways, over 1,000 feet have historically been the ones that got street signs put on them prior to GPS technology, right? For our EMS, emergency responders. And they are designated by blue signs when it's a private drive. But nonetheless, if you notice on your GPS, you can always find residents that have these street signs. So when somebody wants to change the name, you know, this individual that's been, I've got several emails from them regarding the fact that they bought a farm and it's, I forget the name of their driveway, but they don't like that because they wanted their name or something. So they want to change it. It's out on Asbury Road. So, Benton, if you would weigh in on this, as far as you know, we would make the discussion. The individual requesting the change should be here, first of all, and tell us what they want it called, correct? And then we would act on it, and then does it take the full legislative body to make that change? Or would it go, does the 911 board have to look at it? Just fill us in on it.
All right, the last one I remember getting changed, it was and it's not the last one I remember getting, the one I remember getting changed, if I can remember it. It did not go through, any meetings that I know of. There is now an attorney in Winchester. With any time you get a new address or a change of address, there's a number and I can email it to you. I would love to have everyone's email here today, by the way. So I can, first of all, send you the, which will come later, but the county road, list, the changes that are made on it. I would like to email it to all you guys, but there's an attorney in Winchester, and I don't have a number. I'll be glad to send that to you as well. They make the decisions on addresses now and changes, and they take that changes down and send it out to everybody that's involved that needs changes, like post offices and, you know, yeah.
Is there still a fee involved? Wasn't there a fee
There
at
used to
one
be
time?
a fee, that's what I was trying to get at a while ago, I can't remember, I lost my train of thought. There was, in the mayor's office, a, request, and it was, I think, there was some money involved, I think $250 is what's sticking in my mind, but, yeah, there was a process like that. Now, I'm not sure if that would still be the way to do it, or call the attorney. I believe I would call the attorney, first of all, and get their input on it before and, if they might not be able to change it, but if we could change it, I think there's a, and I don't know if you still wanna enforce that or not, but there was a sheet you filled out, the names you wanted it, and there was a fee involved.
Through the county or through the?
through the county.
Okay.
You picked up the paperwork at the mayor's office.
That's just for road name changes,
Yeah,
not for addresses, right?
right. Road
Yeah,
name
it's just-
changes.
That was just for private drives too,
I
right?
think so.
And I guess the attorney then would reach out to Google Maps and those peoples to make the corrections. Is
Far
that
as I
why
know-
he's in?
Far as I know, that's
Yeah.
their job.
Well, our former county attorney, Ed North, and his wife bought property up in Stevenson, and I think it was a meeting before this
I
one.
think it
They
was.
came here to request that their lane be changed, and, we approved it, and I guess it got done, didn't it?
That change made to that, yeah, it did get changed. The change, to that attorney working on the addresses, I think that happened about a year ago. I don't think it's been in all
Okay.
that long. So,
All right. Well, that's why I said I
Property
just,
owner would be responsible for paying both the county and the attorney.
mhm.
Okay.
And I don't think the county attorney charges anything, but I don't know that either. I haven't, been through the whole ordeal to get one changed, but, that's who we been sending everyone that wanted a sign at the end of the road or their road changed or address changed, we sent them to that number for that attorney. I can't think the name of them. Can you, Joe? Ayers and Associate, or, that's all right, that's, I don't know. Anyway, I'll
You'll
be
send it
glad-
to us when we
I'll
get
be
you our
glad
email
to-
address,
I'll
right?
be glad to email it to you.
Ain't Vernon Miller, is it?
I would like to add one more thing that, when I was discussing with this lady regarding changing the name of her driveway, I cautioned her to look in her deed restrictions to be sure the previous owner didn't say in the deed restrictions, my name will always be on this road or something, because we or they can't, amend deed restrictions, only the person that put it in a deed. So I cautioned her about that.
And for more than one person living on that road, it's a pretty good ordeal because they have
Yeah.
to have their address changed as well. If the road name gets changed, everyone up that road gets to get their address changed, and it's not,
And they're not happy about it either.
no.
What's a lot of work?
I had ours changed twice in 1 year.
Gosh, you had to change your address, man.
New Hope Road was changed twice in 1 year, remember that?
Well,
And my wife had business on it, and she's going, would they stop doing that? I said, maybe. So,
There's been so many private road signs put up lately.
So
Never
this-
seen so many.
yeah.
Do they have to ask y'all to name them? I guess not. If it's a
I don't know.
driveway.
They come up with a name and call, and we give them the attorney's name, and they work it out with them. We lose track of it after that, until they,
Put it on the list. I
Yeah.
guess it's
So
not
is
on the list, it's just a driveway.
yeah, we get
With their name.
we get a list from the attorney's
Oh,
office.
wow.
Are they responsible for the sign?
Yeah, that's what I'm fixing.
Are
Who,
we
who's
responsible?
responsible for that cost for the sign? Is that what the fee
That's a
was
very
for?
good- That's a very good, that's a very good question. That's just, doesn't happen very often. So far, the name changes, we just went ahead and put a sign up. But, yeah, I don't, yeah, it needs to be figured out who pays for that.
What do they run usually?
Well, we're getting $45
Yeah.
and then
Plus the labor to put it up.
$10 a
Pole.
post or something like that. That includes
Yeah.
labor. Sign.
Yeah.
If I could, I
Yeah.
mean, some of this stuff, I'm out of
Yeah,
this
I
committee,
know.
but as mayor, I still want to have a little bit of input, but carryover business, the street signs, even our county roads and these private driveways, historically have been something that we leaned on the volunteer fire departments
Right.
to put up and replace. Then it shifted to, they didn't have time and they're hard pressed for, they work jobs. Then it moved to the rescue squad, and we're still having problems. So just in what, maybe, was it 6 weeks ago, we actually made the decision that the Coffee County Highway Department should take care of all of these named roads. And we actually have our own sign shop in this building that I didn't even know was back there. You know, we have like a Cricut machine where we cut the vinyl, and there's all we got enough sign blanks back there to last for 5 years or at least.
I got a
And-
little report on those signs whenever y'all ready for it.
I just wanted wanted y'all to know how this, who's taking care of it now. In case your constituents call you as commissioners, and they do, that's who you direct them to.
Okay.
Yeah, we want your number and your email too.
I'm sure they have it.
And so right now, the county is bearing the cost of all that.
The county is paying us to do it.
We have a line item for signage in our budget.
We do.
Very few people have ever noticed it, but it's in there, and it's big. We got plenty of money to replace street
Okay.
signs.
Good, is that all we got on D? So this person who's wanting to change it needs to be at this meeting if they want to get it changed. Is that correct? Okay.
That's the way we've handled it historically.
Here's where it
At
starts.
the very least, they need that
Yeah.
attorney's number.
Okay. Let's go to 6E, report from the Coffee County Superintendent.
That would be me.
That'd be you, Ben.
I've got a few things. One of them is road list that's, supposed to be approved by the full commission every year. And I don't think last year it actually got done. We had a new mayor
Yeah.
and he wasn't sure.
Yeah, it did get done.
Okay,
I remember going through.
okay, good. There's not gonna be a lot of changes, but one thing we do change is we put down the date that we pave the road.
Benton, why
Yeah,
was
that's
this
it.
in the folder? It says,
I'm not
there's a
sure.
note request for this layout. I didn't know if that's something you gave Connie.
Sure, that's what that's all, what that's about.
Yeah, we had a report last year. I remember seeing it.
Here's what happened. I know what happened. Rural Roads and Bridges didn't address it, just the full commission.
Yeah.
It sort of fell through the cracks, but it had to be done,
January 1st is
so
when we're
we
supposed to
did
do
it.
it.
But it should be here.
Okay.
And does that have to be approved in January,
I think
Benton?
that's right.
So we need
So
to do
y'all
it
gotta remember to set a
December, November.
meeting,
We need to have it.
prior to
send it out.
January and get that done.
We'll send this to you in an email. If not, if you need it printed out, we'll certainly print it out for you. But,
Mr. Superintendent, if we could on that report, and I remember, because I asked this to be put on there, is there a way in another column there to put what road is in what district?
That layout on this page comes to us from the state, and I would have to get with the folks in the state to ask them that question.
All right. If you'd pursue that, because
All right,
some people will say, well, what district am I in?
Yeah, this is in alphabetical orders, it makes it easiest for us to find, because we get several calls a week, want to know the right of way width, and this gives a beginning, ending. the length
Yeah,
of
it's a
the
great
road.
report. It's a
It's a
great
great
report.
report. I remember it last year.
When it was
Yeah.
last paved.
Yeah, well, we had the subdivisions split out in the back of the report, the subdivision roads were beginning. But we opted to put all of them in alphabetical order. So the subdivisions are mixed in with the regular roads, because they're all county roads.
Yeah.
But that being said, we might could get a district
Yeah.
column put in there.
Because some of those roads would be the district boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, a lot of times if somebody calls me, I tell them, have you talked to your commissioner? Because people call, I don't know if they do you, but I don't know why they call me, but if it's not in my district. But I get a lot of calls, it's not in my district, and I'll try to refer them to whoever's district it is.
Right.
So, and I have to look it up sometimes, because I don't know.
yeah, that was
I'll call
the
road department once a
motivation
week,
for
sure.
me asking that.
Yeah,
Because sometimes you don't, they give you an address, but then you've got to go.
yeah,
And sometimes it's not clear.
yeah, it is not clear since I've changed.
All those districts
Have it by
changing
the-
that
have it
kind
next
of makes it hard to figure out too.
Just for, I mean, we just.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that extra work there.
All right. And we talked about the road name changes. I was gonna mention that.
Okay.
It's already in here, but, I don't have anything else that I can think of. We're there to answer any questions, or if anybody has anything to ask or anything. I'll be
This stuff
glad to.
Shannon gave you.
Oh, yeah. let's go ahead and give you a little report on the signs. We, recently got through the state no cost to us, a program to log in all our signs. It gives a GPS coordinates for all the signs. We take a picture of them. The picture's posted on the website, location, and that kind of thing. So far this year, we got a guy he's doing our road name signs as well. He has, documented 2,789 signs in the last 4 or 5 months.
No. Since we took,
Existing signs in the county?
Yeah. Cause we're having a bad time with people they're getting gone. I hate to say somebody's stealing signs, but they're getting gone. We don't know where they're going. Posts, sometimes they get all posts and all.
I've seen a lot
Sometimes they
hit
just
down
get
my
the-
road where they,
Get the name off the top of the stop sign,
Yeah.
you name it, they'll do it. So we've seen them sawed off, cut off, pulled out of the ground, but, I don't wanna say anybody's.
Well, and inadvertently, there's a lot of farm equipment, when you're passing somebody, that farm equipment will extend over the edge and hit, and when you're in a big pit like a combine, you don't know that you've knocked the sign over.
I know that there are farmers that go around and take them out
Yep.
to get to their field, and they put them back in when they get their field done.
I've seen them pull my stop sign off at my road, throw it down on the ground to make the turn.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, those signs are somewhere
That's
between $50 and $60, and it gets pretty expensive. I wish Shannon had told me, he's the guy that works on the signs. He's told me that he's put up some road name signs that didn't last more than 2 days.
Wow.
It'll be gone the next 2 days, it'll be gone again.
The special names and they want.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, guys, if I could interrupt here right now, this committee room was assigned for the ambulance authority at 5.
Okay.
So if
Move
you-
along then.
we got 7 minutes.
Okay.
So if there's anything we need to further discuss, we probably ought to move into the other room.
I guess-
Well, we got the speed, on F, line F. We wanna move beforehand?
Aren't they over there, the ambulance authority?
I don't think they'll fit. That's why I think we're probably gonna have to vacate.
Do we wanna go ahead and talk about 6F, or you wanna move over?
I'm.
That's, you're the
ambulance
chair. I mean, that's a pretty sticky subject, and you're gonna have to meet again shortly to do the roads list. I would,
Let's just go ahead and address it right now, so that way everybody can be thinking about it then, real quick, and then we can go ahead and get our next date set up. So, you wanna run us through the county road speed limit over throughout the county? Is that what we're talking about here?
I would like to, everybody sitting in here, this county commissioners, had somebody call them about speed limit on their roads. And we, TDOT, I went through, Landon Castleberry over in Chattanooga, told me that it's a very extensive process to assign a speed limit to a certain road, if you do it by their book. And he said it's not only extensive, it's expensive. He said the best thing Coffee County could do is pass a county-wide speed limit. That way, every rural road, unless otherwise marked, would be,
55.
and we addressed it. We said 45 miles an hour, did we
Right.
not? And then it, for whatever reason, it never made it to, I don't know, if people started complaining, and we sort of backed off and never addressed it at the full commission, but that was 7, 8 years ago. I
I think
think
part
it's
of
a
the
long
problem
time
on
ago.
that
Has it been that
45
long?
It's
mile
been a long
speed
time.
limit, is people wanted their speed limits much lower than 45. They wanted, when we
30.
come around and told them 45, they said, oh, that's still too fast. We even put 40 on, that little road down the north part of the county, and they came back and said they just didn't even want them then, cause they wanted it 30 or 35, so, you know, that's something else we need to think about. Somebody, like Dennis was saying, the state has to do a safety study to reduce speed limit on roads because of the probability of making it even, less safe by changing speed limit. But that being said, there's a lot of subdivisions, they don't need to be 15 mile an hour, and there's no, and when I ride around the county, I rarely get over 45 because it's safe as you can go. You know, you get over 45 or 50, it gets a little bit sketchy anyway. But I think that was a big problem with 45 mile an hour speed limit sign county-wide, because the ones that really wanted the speed limit signs wanted it much lower than 45. So we can think about that.
Okay,
Well, we could set a default, and then if the certain communities or subdivisions would want to request a amendment to that, is that a possibility in the situation?
I don't know, there, you know.
I think so.
and a
This
lot
would
of them-
allow a state trooper to write a ticket for somebody that's really 55 on some of our S-curve roads. He could write them a ticket, but he can't write them a ticket if we don't have a countywide speed limit
Right.
or it's not posted.
Right.
Has to be
And
one
in
of
order
the
to
other.
change the speed limit, you're saying the state has to do a study?
study on it.
That's the way the state does it on their roads.
Okay,
They have to have a safety survey before they'll change the speed limit on their roads.
do we have
It's,
to,
rare that, I mean, the county, municipalities and counties can change their speed limits without that study, but, you know, it's, I think
So
the
this
big
is something we
problem
need-
is people won't, nobody can agree on a speed limit.
I got you.
TDOT's doing some traffic studies right now. I don't know if y'all seen the tubes on the roads.
Yep, that was a good picture too, you
Yeah.
put up there.
I stole it.
We've had a lot of safety studies and signage and paint and guardrails put on. Had about 4 in the last 5 or 6 years.
Well, I know Kathy Ridge, Riley Creek,
Yeah,
they did a really good job of lighting that up with the
yeah.
Well, they did.
reflectors and
Mount View.
everything, yes.
Lance Chapel.
Okay, let's set the date for the next meeting and time.
Okay.
I think, since we're gonna get this, road thing voted on or passed through us, so we can send it on, we need to do it. Let's try to do it. No, can you have it ready for November? Okay,
It's
Those
ready.
so
guys have
it's ready right now, I
It's
believe.
ready now.
Yeah,
Y'all wanna keep
so,
going?
huh?
Y'all
Yeah,
wanna
okay.
keep going? They got plenty of room.
Okay.
All they need is Missy
Yeah, just
for a
stay over there.
quorum.
Yeah.
So there's
Well,
not,
Let's go ahead and set us a date for November. What's good for y'all? Is the third Thursday in November okay with everybody? Is
What's
that what
that
we're
date?
doing?
What's that date?
It's on the 21st of November.
isn't budget and finance always on the
Yes,
third
it is.
Thursday?
Can't do that one. Yeah, we can't do that. I'm there.
Hey, Doc, next room over.
Just
Sorry.
Come through here.
Yeah, you're right. It is on the 22nd, so can't do that one.
The Tuesday.
How about the 19th on Tuesday? Everybody good with 19th on Tuesday?
I am.
Huh?
I am.
As far as I know.
Same time, 4:30?
4:30?
Okay.
Everybody good with the 4:30?
Does anybody need a paper copy sent to them? So,
I gave him my email.
Okay.
I would like
I'm
to
gonna
thank
give you my
him for some
email,
work
too.
he's been doing, and JoJo on Tolliver Lake Road. They've been trying to get some signs and stuff put up, and curb signs
Yeah.
and such.
And Mr. Superintendent, your patchwork and the things you guys are doing out there too, excellent.
Stayed
Taking care of our roads. I mean, really, you guys are stepping up and
Good deal.
We need more money.
Do you have?
I would,
good, looking good.
I'd like to say,
more money.
Yeah, we need more.
hey, guys, the mayor's office, we're doing all committee lists, names with emails and phone numbers. We'll have that, so every committee member, name and, email and phone number is available to you, if you need it.
Yeah, because a lot of times I'll
Thank
send out,
you,
I'll send out you a text to remind you we got a meeting
Thank you, Miss.
sometime.
Thank you, Miss.
Hey, Missy.
JoJo, hand me that little can in front of you.
Okay, our last thing on the agenda is adjourn. We have a motion. Adjourn.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Everybody in favor, say aye. Adjourned.
I don't see my joke. I don't know what my joke is.
So did you stamp the last minutes? Okay. I gotta get a hold of Heather. I haven't seen the minutes from last.